What's up guys? Today we're making a roasted beet and goat cheese salad. If you're not into this particular recipe, let me know what you'd like to see below in the comments. Alright, so this is everything you're going to need to make the salad. We have some mixed greens, 3 small beets. They don't have to be small, it's just what I could find in my grocery store. I'm going to cook them with rosemary and then garnish with any type of goat cheese that you like. I'm using herb and garlic, and then finish off with some walnuts. For the salad dressing, you'll need Dijon mustard, extra virgin olive oil, an aged balsamic vinegar, pure maple syrup, sea salt, and freshly cracked pepper. I'm telling you guys, the freshly cracked stuff makes a huge difference. I'm using a cast iron pot to roast these beets in, but you can also just wrap them in aluminum foil if you don't have one. I'm gonna get these beets in the pot and cover them with olive oil. I'm just gonna sort of massage the oil into each beet to make sure they're fully coated. Next, we're adding the rosemary. I don't think it really matters how you do this, but I like to build what looks like a little tent over the beets. Alright, now these are going to go into a 400-degree oven, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. I'm working with smaller beets, so I'm going to set mine for 50 minutes. Once your timer goes off, take a fork and stab your beets. If the fork goes in easily, then that means they're done. Okay, so after that's done, you're going to let the beets just cool down. Because you're gonna have to peel them with your hands, and you don't want to burn yourself. Pick the rosemary off of them. They should look like this and feel kind of squishy. Once you have your beets out, you're going to peel them. They look like they're gonna stain your hands purple. Just to be safe, I'm gonna let my boyfriend jump in and do the dirty work. As you guys can see, he's using a peeler to help him just sort of slide those skins off. You don't need to use a peeler. You should be able to slide the skins off using just your hands, but you might get a bit more staining on the skin this way. Just go in and cut off the little stem areas. It's gonna look like your hands are gonna be stained hot pink, but if you wash them off with warm soapy water right away, you should be fine. Okay, so you wanna cut these beets into small bite-sized pieces that you would enjoy in a salad. Some people do big slices like discs of beets, but then you need a fork and knife to eat your salad, and I'd rather be able to eat my salad with just a fork. Try to use a knife that's all steel or has a plastic handle. You don't want to use anything with wood because you're going to end up staining it red or pink from the beet juice. We're just going to go in and cut them into little pieces. I'm doing sort of like a matchstick shape. I find this the easiest way to cut them, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm thinking on using my phone to film a second angle just so you can see what I'm doing a bit more clearly. The quality wouldn't be amazing since it is an older iPhone, so just let me know if that's something you'd want to see. And let's see if we can get this off. It comes off pretty easily if you get it right away. This is the lineup of what you're going to need to make the salad dressing. I've been making this salad dressing so much that I don't really need the measurements anymore. Mostly because it makes more dressing than I need for one serving, but if you're making a really big salad for company, then it works well. Or if you want to have it stored in the fridge for later use. We're going to use half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/3 of a cup of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, some cracked pepper, and some sea salt. Add them all into a bowl and whisk together, or put them into a small container and just shake the shit out of it. I don't have measuring cups because I never use them, so I'm just going to use measuring spoons for this. 8 tablespoons is half a cup. Get your extra virgin olive oil. Try to use a nice one for salad dressings, and just start measuring. Next is your balsamic, then your maple syrup, Dijon mustard, and salt and pepper to taste. This is what the ratio should look like. Make sure your container is locked and sealed tight. Then you're just gonna shake the absolute shit out of it. Everything should be emulsified with no oil separation. Give it a taste to make sure it tastes right. Perfect. Alright, we're getting close. Take your goat cheese out of its packaging. I'm making this salad for 2, so I'm gonna use about half of its cheese. You can either thinly slice it or just crumble it into the bowl. I sliced it in this video, but then realized later on that it would have made absolutely no difference if I had just crumbled it, so I'd recommend not wasting your time like I did. Now it's time to assemble your salad. Don't come for my scratched bowl. Grab your greens, I'd say about 1 big handful per person, maybe 8 walnut halves per person. Crush them over the salad so you have smaller pieces. Then grab around half of your beets and add those in. I'd say the amount of beets we cooked are enough for about 6 full salads. I'm going heavy on the beets in this one though, it's all personal preference. Then crumble that goat cheese in. Try not to squeeze the cheese too hard because it's pretty dainty and just wants to clump together. I've learned that it's easier to just crumble it out of the packaging with a fork. Drizzle that salad dressing on. Once again, it's personal preference on how much you use. I'm starting off with 3 teaspoons. Grab some tongs to help mix everything together. Do a really good job incorporating everything. You want the beets to stain the goat cheese pink. That's what really makes a salad look nice. After mixing it a bit longer, it should look like this. Grab a couple bowls and start plating. This is what the finished salad looks like. I didn't really pay too much attention to plating it nice, but it's still gonna taste great. This is the second plate. It's looking cuter than the first. I highly recommend making this, guys. Like, especially if you're into salads. This one's fucking bomb. You know it's good when you dance. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and give it a like.
That is the best shit ever.